Jump. There goes the rock step up. Oh. Hey, it's Brett here, MTBMOR, and today is my first ride of the Giant Trance X, my brand new bike. My other bikes were just failing, so I had to get a new one. I'm here at Ripper, beautiful afternoon, right at the roots. Sent them, had a blast, love it. Can't wait to set this bike up and dial it in. Hope you like this video. MTBMOR. Alright, this bike comes with a Maxxis Minion front, Fox 36 fork, 150 millimeters of travel, aluminum frame with a flip chip, Shimano brakes, 4-piston, dropper, plenty of drop, almost too much if the seat's a little low, Fox float 135 or 55 millimeter, gives you 135 travel, SLX crankset, 51 tooth cassette, 12 speed with the SLX derailleur, and it ends with the dissector, so it's ready to rock. For me, first thing I did was I bed in the brakes. The shop set up the suspension pressure for me, so I didn't bother with it. I figured today just get some flow and go. So I started with a cool little drop just to feel how the tires feel, air pressure, and it worked great. And then I climbed back up. Bike's a little heavy, 33 pounds. So I wanted to see what it felt like climbing. It stuck to the ground well. Upright posture felt good. And then I came back down again. For that weight, it climbs fine. All good there. It's a good climber. Probably equivalent to my Slash, maybe a little bit better. On this ride, I felt really glued to the ground. Felt fast. Hit some jumps, played around a little bit. Here's a little bump. Bike felt good right off the bat. And even got a little guest star here coming in hot. Feel like Ladera is a great place to test out a bike for flow. A couple little steep rolls, obviously GoPro effect in full here. That's at the bottom of Spitfire. Bike just felt solid. Here's another little drop roll that you can hit. Bike made it look so simple. Almost felt silly filming that. And then I hit Waterworks. Definitely want to learn how to whip the tile out. Here's another jump in the middle of Waterworks. All in all, the bike on day one was epic. Almost no effort on my part setting it up. Here's the roots on Ripper. First I went over and manualed it the way I like to. Tried to keep some speed. Bike gobbled it up, fully confident. Second time, just rolled it. Little bushwhacking. But for $4,000, this bike was ready to go. Third time I sent it, had a blast, just bloop. All right, well, it's ride day number 2. And so yesterday was about flow and jumps and hitting Ladera right out of the box, the way the shop set up my bike. Pure Ride did a great job for my rider weight. Now, after my ride, I moved my brakes in a little bit, raised my seat, rode off the curb a few times, checked my sag and went, oh, I want to take a little bit of air out of the front fork and add a little bit to the shock. So I did that, and I sped up the rebound, both fork and shock. So let's see how it goes. We're at Aliso. Hopefully we hit some rocks, some bumps. We know we will. And we'll hit the drop at Lynx just to see how much of the travel I use on a little 2 to 3 foot drop. All right,
right, here we go. First test down Lynx, anything rocky. So after the first ride, I checked the sag, seemed all right. Sped up the rebound on both front and rear. Added a little bit of air in the rear, took out some in the front. Did the Lynx drop, almost used all the travel in the rear. Still had quite a bit in the front, so maybe I'll do that again. But let's see how it feels on a real trail, not just one hit. So far feels really good. Slipped the pedal back there, but don't feel like I'm as fast as I normally am. But that's probably the new bike. Just getting used to it. Oh, there's some kids up ahead. All right. Have a good one. There, yeah. Ran into them at Lynx, drop at the top. Bike isn't super plush, but I'm used to an enduro bike and there's more trail. Oh, that felt good. Now remember this part. Oh yeah. Yeah. Lynx felt pretty good. First run. I'll have to check what travel I used. Felt like it was recovering fine. All right, here we go. 5 Oaks. Woo! I haven't been down this a lot lately, so figuring it out along the way. The new bike doesn't have as much travel as the old one, so it's gonna be a little rougher. That should still be a blast. Yeah. First time really hammering the brakes on a trail. Lynx kind of did it, but not much. Woo! Woo! A little off course there. Oh, way off course there. All right, a little sketch. Whew. A little soft already, even though we just had rain. Yeah, great run. Oh, a little rough, but I don't know if that's my suspension setup or the bike. It's more of a trail bike than enduro. Gotta be careful coming in hot there. Oh, those cobblestones though are rad. Make it super nice. And we made it. Bike's really planted. I think that was the first skid I heard the whole trail. Suspension isn't super poppy. Oh. Front wheel washed out a little bit twice already. Maybe a little high on the PSI. Got to investigate these wheels a little bit. But overall, that was sick. All right, here we go. Entering the famous Rockit. Hopefully, we can find some a line through the rock garden on the left. Last time I came through here, the main line was pretty worked. Felt pretty deep to me, and I've never been able to get over to the left. I always drift back in that big hole down the middle. Not the one that would kill you, but the one that everyone rides. So, goal today, enjoy the bike, feel it out, get left. Upper Rockit's just mellow, just turns. Get the bike leaning over. Couple rocks here and there, but not much. It is a weekend today, so might have some uphill hikers or downhill hikers. There's one of these turns I always forget to lean over hard left. I think that was it right there, but maybe not. But yeah, you ride this top part, you're like, oh, Rockit, what? And then it drops down. And it's really just that one big rock garden, then a couple smaller sections later. This might be the big left. I'm going too slow. And here we go. Has a little false start. All right, I think now we're going, yeah, this looks right. All right, I got right up in front, so we'll have to see how. Oh, thank you, just me.
Go for it.
Here's the rock garden, so we're gonna try to get left. Ooh. All right, not left so early. Okay, here we go, around the bush. And now we drift left. There we go. Oh my gosh, the bike just rode right through that. Granted, I wasn't flying, but the bike did such a great job. That's, I think, what this bike's made for. Not massive chunk, but chunk. Here goes a rock step up. Oh. All right, that was not pretty. I don't know what happened, but I don't think I had the manual in time. Ooh, I wish I had another video on that ugly blah 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 blah. I think I manualed too early and not hard enough. Hopefully I made some good sound effects. We love this part. Hanging on. Yeah. Learning to go right more there. A lot mellower. And then here's the end. Just hold on. So much easier clipped. Woo. Bike flew through there. That was sick. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit like,
hit subscribe, and please leave me tons of comments. Follow me on Instagram, find me on Twitter, find me on Facebook. I'm all over the place, and certain content ends up in multiple places. Some of it's more unique. Who knows? You just gotta find it all. Hunt. So for under $4,000, this bike is good to go right out of the box. Probably the only thing I'm gonna do is I'll change up the grips, and I'll slowly insert some carbon parts, wheel set, handlebars, but it's great to ride. I mean, the bike's a blast. For me, for further setup, I'll continue to play with the suspension. I'll let out a little more air from the fork. I'll let some air out of the tires, make it a little softer. Now, Lynx always surprises me at how rough it is. So thinking that it was rough, that's always the way it is. So I hope you like it. I hope it gets you out there to ride more. Mountain bike more. Ride more. Subscribe. Laugh more.
Like. Crash more. Comment.
Crash more. Comment.